Okay, folks, this is another try. And this is going to be a longer video. This is a tour of my castle that I built on top of the ruins that are in the game on the hill that everybody wonders what to do with that messy area that we can't clean up. So I built a whole castle over it. I'm going to give you a full tour of that castle. We're going to start down with the pathway going in, what I've done there as well. So I'm just going to jump down here with my dragon. And I'm going to get off my dragon and tell him to stay put. Now, in this time, I have watched the Lion King video a few days ago, and then I decided since it was nearly Halloween in the game, I would dress myself up as a lion. So that was the best I could come with. I got a nice big mane, hairy mane, and a yellow furry skin. Okay, so we're going to go up the pathway here. Now what I've done is I've paved this whole pathway up the hill. This is now my red brick road. We couldn't have yellow bricks, so I made it a red brick road. And going up there are all kinds of plants and some berry bushes for you to grab some berries on your way. And plants and flowers going up here, and trees on the hillway as well. And up here there's a small landing area, so I made an orchard up here. There's a chipmunk gathering all the fruit. Now you see the trees are multicolored trees. That's why I discovered that you can actually plant multiple trees in the same spot. You let one start to grow, then you plant the next one, and then you let it start to grow and plant the next one, so that you can get multiple fruits from each tree. That saves you a lot of space in your gardening. So I'm going to come up the rest of the pathway here. As you can see, there's more plants, and I did birch trees all along that ledgy hill there. Just to cover that up and made it look nice area. Lots more plants, wooden bridges and walkways. And we're coming up to the main entrance area to the castle here. And as you can see, there's some villagers living here. And some dragons floating around. And lots of trees and bushes. Now I've taken this whole big entranceway here. As you can see, those big stone statues came with the castle. We couldn't remove them or do anything with them, so I made them fit into the castle. I put curved bridges over the curved arches going into the entranceway of the castle. The outside of the castle, where all the stone is, a lot of it I've got covered up with bushes and roses growing up, and the walls coming right up through the middle of it. Okay, so, and more down this area. Now I'm going to go around here first. We're going to go around the outside of the castle before we go inside. And as you can see, I've got rose bushes here covering up the ruined stone as well. Now we're in this area, and there was a broken fountain and a little patio, so I turned this into a nice little garden area. I put a light up in the middle so it's well lit, and lots of flowers around what used to be a fountain. I put a small stable here with a couple of horses, and I changed and put in a bigger stable later, but I decided to leave these two here. And again, I've got more fruit trees and a chipmunk gathering my fruit. I've got a butterfly garden to give me lots of seeds for future, and a little stool you can sit on, bench here you can sit on and relax before going into the castle. And as you can see, the windows are all decorated as well going up, and we've got lots of roses on the outside of the garden, of the walls of the castle. Now coming around here in this back area, for a while I was undecided what to do. And then I decided, well, I needed this nice big stables for the castle. It's only right that a big castle like this would have a stable for lots of horses. So I've done it all. The stables are all in stone, underneath stone walls. And I've got some horses in here. I've got some unicorns in here. And I've even got a Pegasus over here who enjoys the time outside. And then in the middle area here, I have in this little area here, I have a dung beetle collecting all the manure from the horses. And so they're well fenced in. They have a nice view. You can see the nice view of the ocean and the giant turtle, and the volcano island. There's a fountain here for the horses to get some water on. There's lots of clover on the ground for them to eat, and lots of hay in the storage areas as well. So that's the castle stable. Oh, we're going to go in here, go through around in here, and into the castle courtyard itself. But I want to go through the front entrance, not the side entrance here, to show you that area once again. So we go back around to the front of the castle, and we're going to go right in through here between the two stone statues of soldiers. Look how big they are. Now on the left hand side there was some rubble here on the ground that we couldn't get rid of, and a broken fountain, so I repaired the fountain. It's now got water flowing in it, and we've got a pool on either side as well. A nice pool area and garden area for you to relax and have a nice swim while you're in here. And some pictures on the wall of a map of the whole world, and as well as windows as well. Now the walls here are really thick. You can see that there's two sets of windows with a space in between them, covering up a lot of the stone that was in the rubble. Not all of it's covered up. You can see some of it in the corners here, the stone rubble from the previous whatever was built here before. Now this fruit tree was here originally in the castle. I've left it, and I've got some succulent pets around it. I gather from them on a regular basis. Now on this corner of the castle, I built a nice little workshop for my castle wizard. His name is Abracadabra. And if you own the Potion Paws game as well as the Garden Paws game, you can get the furniture from Potion Paws and use it here in Garden Paws. And it made a nice little wizard's area here. He's got something brewing, and he's got lots of potions on the walls and bookshelves with magic in them, and a nice little table just for him to sit and relax at. He's got his potion desk as well, so that he can work here and design his potions, and his magic book. And he's a nice resident in this corner of the castle, well lit up as well. Alright, so let's go into the castle. Now this tree was originally here in the ruins castle. I left it. Got a little bit of grass around it, and I've left it here. Now in this back corner, there was some more ruins and stuff. So there was a broken down bookcase here. Well, it wasn't too broken, so I actually left it there. I added some more stuff, some more books and that to the shelf, so it made it look real. Got some plants around it. A nice chair, comfy chair to sit there and read. And as you can see, there are dragons roaming freely around the castle. There's also a ferret living here in the castle ruins. I decided I'd leave him here since we can't remove him anyway. He's got a bit of a grass area and a nice tree around him, and he's a welcome guest in the castle. And then there's a nice little reading nook here. Mr. Peahart, he's having trying to decide which book to read. Now in the back corner here, I built a washroom. How's that for a nice cozy washroom in a castle? It's all done in green, and use the birch furniture. You can paint green. It comes out quite nice looking. A nice little castle. There's a washroom here, and with a sink and everything. If you combine the sink and the vanity, they make a nice bathroom counter as well. So that's the washroom. Now in this part of the castle, there were some ruins on the ground that we couldn't get rid of. So I disguised them. I put see this broken down bookcase? Well, there was no way for us to remove it or make it look good. So I just covered it up with a shed, and it's a storage area in the castle as well. And it's made, and over top of the roof of it, there's some gardening plants up there as well, decorating the whole area. And then, coming along the wall here, as you can see, I got lots of lights and some windows. The walls are double thick, so you can see through. You can see parts of old ruined castle and another window on the other side. More dragons living here. There was a broken down fountain here. Where coins would spawn. Well, I fixed the fountain. It's now got water running in it, and the coins still spawn in the fountain. There's a nice snow fox living here. He's got his own bed and blanket, and he's a good castle guard as well. Some more tables that we could put more food out on, but I left them empty as well. And then over here in this corner is the kitchen. And where did the chef go? He's here somewhere. The chef is hiding. Okay, he's supposed to be here somewhere. So, a nice big kitchen. You've got a couple of stoves, and as you can see, there's some dough cooking there, and something cooking in the oven. And there's a sushi cooking there as well. And I put some nice towels out, and lots of shelves, and decorated dishes and food along the shelves, as well as a fridge and a nice big light put in the corner. I took the corner bookshelf, the rounded bookshelf. I put the light in the corner and put the bookshelf in front of it. And I filled this shelf over here with lots of dishes as well. Now in this part of the uh, castle, there was also some ruins. You see some pieces of stone broken down on the ground, and again I covered that up by building a wall here to cover it, and put in a sack of food here, and then there's another shed in here which I use for storing things. And this little shelf fit in there nicely, and I was able to store some candles on there to decorate it as well. So that is the outside walls. Now in the middle, there's a giant beanstalk growing up in the middle. Why not? We have a castle on the hill. Why not have a giant beanstalk on it as well? Now there were two large stone throne chairs here sitting in the middle of the castle, and I said, well, let's use them. And I set up a banquet table in front of them, and as you can see, the prince and princesses that live in the castle here in their throne chairs, having a nice meal. And they've invited a whole pile of pirates to join them. Well, who knows if they invited them to the castle. The pirates decided to come on their own. But there's lots of tables here, and lots of that's what pirate doing, hiding underneath the bench there. And tables and lots of food set out for them as well. And more dragons roaming all around the castle. Now out here there was another garden area as well, so I finished it off a little bit more. There was a fruit tree already there. I added some more bushes. I added some planters with some succulent plants and some poinsettias there, and another butterfly garden. It looks really nice having the butterflies flying around where all the plants are. And I put a picnic table here as well, so you can sit out here and enjoy the view of the rest of the world from here as well. You can see over to where my farm is, where I have 3 giant beanstalks that form together to make my dragon nursery that's over there. So this is area, and this is I got even a well here so that you have water, fresh water in the castle. And this was my workbench for when I was actually building it. And as you can see, again, there's more roses on the wall and vines and everything growing over some of the windows as well. Alright, so now that we've seen the outside of the castle, let's go upstairs. So I've put several staircases together here, and you can see how what I've done with the windows. I've taken the round windows and added the garden walls over them so they fit in and look like the windows are metal frames through them, and lots of vines and growing as well. And up here we've got a nice open area where you can sit and relax. Some pictures on the wall, and look out the windows. Again, some of the windows are bigger, some of them are smaller. You've got a nice little bit of garden area here, and some workbenches if you have some work you need to do while you're there. And some storage benches, shelves as well. You can look down over the courtyard and see all the activity of the pirates running around and having a party over here. And then there's another work table over here, and some bookshelves, and a nice cozy spot to sit and relax by the fire if it's a cold night. And more dragons up here as well, and lots of decorations with bookshelves and stuff. And then there's a little bridge coming over here, over the entranceway on this side of the yard. And as you can see, again, the windows are all done up with the garden vines on the outside as well, and lots of light. Now here's the first room we have here in the castle, where a guest can stay. A nice cozy fireplace in the corner, and a mixture of furniture in the different rooms. So this one has the pink galaxy, which looks quite nice. It's actually pink and purple, and it has a mixture. It goes well with the love seat as well here in the corner. And then there's one of the tables from the Garden Paws. It looks now well in there as well. It goes up against the castle wall nice. And then if you go out this door, you go over the bridges that cover the arches going into the castle courtyard. I made these fit over just nice, and again you can look down into the courtyard and see what's going down over there. And then coming up here, you've got your first of your towers and watchtowers in the castle. This is just a small one, a corner watchtower. And then you've got another walkway over here. And if you wanted something to lean on, you can actually, this gives you a bit of a better fencing for leaning over. Not so light over here going over the castle as well. And then there's another stairway going up to the next level. And now we come to the next room. Now all the rooms are done a little differently. This one's nice and bright and rainbow colors. We've got a workbench here and some shelves and books on the shelves. Hey, lots of room for more books on that shelf. And mixture of different types of furniture in here to fill it in, and some curtains on the wall. Lots of light. Again, you can see down over the courtyard here. And this room's got two dragons in here. They're sort of snuggling together. Again, rainbow paw furniture in here. So this is a slightly smaller room. And then coming into the corner here, we've had to angle the courtyard because the way the castle was built. In this room, we've got a nice big room. This is actually a full-size apartment going into this room. It's got a kitchen on the side here with double sinks. Isn't that nice? You got double sinks in a castle. And we've got Candy Pastel, who lives here and cooks up a whole storm. What are you doing standing under the table, Candy? And she's got her desk there for working at. And there's some love seats and a nice cozy spot to sit and relax by the fire on cold winter nights in the castle. You won't be hungry either. And you'll be warm. And she's got her bed there as well. A nice pastel colored room, open room concept for Candy to live in. And she's even got her own little balcony. Look at that. Look at that view. She's got a great view of the Volcano Island and the Tortoise and Dev Island over there. Great view of the whole area here. So, and as you can see, I've put lots of dishes on the shelves. She likes to have parties, so she needs lots of dishes on the shelves in this area here, and curtain towels and everything hung on the front as well. So there's lots you can do with the bits and pieces of decorations when you mix and match them all together here. All right, so let's go out in the apartment here. Oh yes, and here, look, you can play some music for the party goers down below. Or you could just have a dance party up here. Who's going to dance? Who's going to play? And then there's another room up here. Now this is the Lord of the Manor. This is his room. This is Lord Kitsnu. He has a nice room in here. He's got a treasure chest in the corner. He's got a nice rounded table. Now I've done some things with this table. I've taken the round stone table, and then I took the little tables that had the snow print on them and put them on top. In the middle of the stone table, and then in the middle of that I put something else so I could put a planter up above it and a light fixture as well. So it's a combination of a number of different pieces that went in to fit into this table to make it all look really nice. And with the shifter you can shift things around so they fit there, and you can sit at the table there and enjoy a meal with the Lord of the Kitchen. And he's got his own balcony as well. His balcony is a little bit bigger. It's a nice double-sized balcony. He can look down and see who's approaching the castle. And he's got a great view there as well. He can see all the way into town as well from here. Okay, so that's as far as you can go in the castle on foot. There is more up on the roof of the castle. Oops, sorry about that. But you can't get there on foot. You have to have a dragon and fly up there. Well, there's lots of dragons around as well. So I'm just going to take a jump down here. I've got invisible glider wings, so I can fly down without falling, and you can't even see my wings. How's that? And as you can see, you can look up from here and see the giant beanstalk. There's some dragons living up there. So I'm just going to call my dragon up to join me here so I can go up to the roof and show you what's on the roof of the castle. Come on, dragon, let's just go up here. We're just going to go straight up from here. And we're going to land up here. There we go. Stay there, dragon. And as you can see, the dragon habitats are up here, but none of them are actually up here. They're all down in the castle, having a good time. They do the roam. And there's a room up here for the castle guards. And the caretaker for the dragons lives up in here in this room as well. But it's a nice tower as well. And then over in this tower, now there is a room up on the top of that tower, but there's no way to get there unless you can fly. That's another room over here. There's one small bed and not a lot of furniture in this room yet. And some more dragons live over here. And there's another room tower room as well for the guards to live in as well. I suppose I could do some more furniture rearranging in those rooms as well. And the ladders in the game aren't that great, so there's no way for me to make ladders going up the side here or the inside of those cat towers to get up to the very top. But those are rooms up there where you could place guards to guard the castle, and there's lights up there as well. So the castle is all lit up well at night. So it's quite a view to see the whole thing at night. And if you wanted to see that, I've got some screenshots shared of it as well. Anyway, that's the tour of the castle. I hope you enjoyed it. Just going to go down here to the garden again and round to the front entrance where we came in. And hope you enjoyed the tour of the Ruins Castle, and I hope that it inspires you to do some building in the area as well. And I'm just going to join the pirates here for lunch and have a party here. So this is again the courtyard of the castle. It took quite a bit of work. It took me a long time to design and build this castle. I think I was well into year 6 or 7 before I even started on it, and took me a while to build it. Alright, that's the end of the video, and I hope you have a good time.